right, thank you for coming back. Right here on Men Talk, where we try to keep it live, keep it real, bring it to you, and give you guys all the exclusive. Anything you want to know, we try to put it right here on Men Talk. But like I said before we went to break, I want to see what you guys. How do you make it work when you're on a budget and you're trying to take this woman out that you think is so hot that she's supposed to be taken to the most exotic.
No, that's a good point because you don't want to take the girl out to a really fancy dinner or anything like that because it's uncomfortable too at the same time. And you're stuffy and it's just, no, you can't be you. You don't want to take her out to a $50 a plate dinner.
Where would you go?
Honestly, is the best part because a sandwich in the park is awesome.
On $20, where would you go?
$20?
$10, you gotta put gas in.
Yeah, I know. That's half my budget is gone already in the tank. Well, no, I mean honestly, like a sandwich at the park, maybe go to the Dollar Theater, something fun. I mean, it's there's a lot of really cheap things to do, and that's always been my favorite. Just going to a nice neighborhood, just sitting down. And the movies are too expensive, but I mean they're ridiculous. I think, and you don't get to talk. But I think that sitting down where you can actually talk, that's when you start to break the ice. If you go to a movie, it doesn't give you an opportunity to really break the ice.
Yeah.
Plus, you're just sitting there saying, "Guys, $9 for a ticket." And so I think that doing things on a budget is just fine. And if the woman expects you to take her out to something really fancy, then that's not the kind of woman you want to go out with in the first place.
Well, what about women taking men out?
No, you know what? And I really appreciate it. With my girlfriend, she'll pitch in every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? It's really nice because she says that she wants to put into the relationship too, and contribute. And monetarily, it's the same thing. And I think that's really nice gesture.
Me personally, I hit that dollar menu. You can get a fry. I'm telling you, you can feed yourself in there for $5.
I'm sorry, for real. But that's hilarious.
Get a good picture of him. Get a good picture of him.
For real. You don't have to go out and spend.
No, you really don't. You really don't. And you know what I really like? You know what I really like is you can also go to places that have specials, like drink specials. So you're sitting there and you're getting a little bit more comfortable just because of liquor. I mean, you don't get drunk, together, but just have a glass of wine together. It's and if you go to some place that has like specials for drinks, or half price bottles for wine, it's a really nice opportunity to sit down in a comfortable area. It's quiet and talk.
Yeah, right. That's why when you meet, let's say if you meet a girl in the club and you approach her and you say, okay, let me buy you a drink, and she started naming off hot drinks, boom, you buy that drink and you go.
Well,
that's one like a gin and juice, boom, that's like $3, boom, there you go. That's a cheap date. That's what I can say.
Is that usually what you say to a girl when you go to her? Can I buy you a drink? I mean, it's just so cliche. It's so outdone. What do you usually say?
That's from the songs, the songs.
So you use the songs to.
But like to approach a woman, like I said earlier, make sure she has a purse. So if you see a woman,
don't throw a line at a woman either.
Make sure she has a purse. Yeah.
What would you do? How would you approach?
Well, I want to go back to something that y'all both said. I do some volunteer work on McKinney Avenue Trolley. I'm one of the motormen.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, just started doing it this year. It is pretty cool. You see a lot of good looking guys. They come on the trolley too. It's like, you remember you're on duty. Too bad.
Yeah,
too bad.
But if you look at supplements, for example, on the trolley there's a magazine that's been out, I think 2 years, called Quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And they have a listing of things that go on.
Yeah.
And they're not always expensive.
Yeah.
A very big variety. Another example, and people make jokes about it all the time, and I've done my share, but Dallas Observer.
Yeah.
Magazines like that, especially if they come out on the weekend, look for stuff that comes out on the weekend, like a Wednesday or Thursday. Sometimes the Dallas Morning News will have supplements, and I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have a thing called Weekend Guide.
Right.
All right? So there are 3 sources right there where you can go and look for things that are not expensive to do. But the other part of that, once you see what's going on, and then you gotta talk to the gal and see what she likes. Because if you try to, like in my case, I like country and western. Well, you know, if the girl I want to take out is country and western, I'm sure not going to take her to see Black Sabbath either.
No.
You know, or Ozzy Osbourne. I mean,
Right.
the interests don't match.
Right.
And so it's kind of like a two-step process. You
It
got
is.
to do both.
Make sure.
I've got a question for you, and it's unfair because your girlfriend's here.
I knew I shouldn't have brought her backstage. This
Yeah.
is terrible. All right.
Yeah.
But something you said, and I'm real curious, and this is the generational difference. Do you offer every time that when y'all go out, do y'all offer? I mean, do you offer to pay for the whole thing
Yeah,
every time?
I do. Well, yeah, but she offers to chip in too. I mean, so at first, yeah. I mean, in the relationship, I think that the man should pay for traditional. I think the man should pay for the meals. But like I said, I mean, it's a really nice gesture on her part to want to contribute, and I of course take her up on
See,
it.
I feel bad if I don't. I mean,
Really?
I
Well, but this was
because
months
that's
into the
my
relationship, though.
Well, even afterwards. Now, I think this is where the difference of our age has come.
Mhm.
And one of the changes you were talking about. I expected of myself to always offer. Now, if she says no, that's okay. And if she says yes, I'm going, silent, I'm going, oh, thank you very much. I could help, use the help.
Right.
But I always offer. And so when you said that, I'm just curious. I was just curious if that's what you felt.
Also, fellas.
Well, I don't ask her. I don't say, hey, pony up. You know.
No, but I just
slide it over to her.
Okay.
I don't have to do that.
Fellas, if you don't have a ride or car or vehicle, and make sure if you meet a girl, make sure she has a vehicle. Also,
So
she can
all
come-
these rules, we a purse, a vehicle.
So, okay, like to have a cheap date, you can bring her to your apartment. That way she can drive and come to your apartment. There you go. Save, you know. There
You know
go.
what? You know what I also think is a really good idea for most guys is to learn how to cook. Learn how to cook. Take some cooking classes, some cheap cooking classes. They're out there. And I think that just learn how to cook one dish really well and make it for her. But this is after you've met the girl. I think that one of the most important, the hardest things to do is approach a woman and what to say. Basically, I've always, just go up and say, "Hi, my name is Dean." Basic. That's it. There's no catch. There's nothing. And most likely they're gonna get a response. So.
What they do is they'll just stand there and look at you.
Well, that's when it gets really uncomfortable, and I turn around like, okay, thanks, bye.
All right, we'll be back. We're gonna go and take a popcorn break or something. Some Snickers. We'll be back.
Snickers.
There you go.
So, your choice.